Thanks.
Hi everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm here live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central with my sweet husband Steve.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going tonight, Steve?
It's going well. Did you notice I'm dressed up tonight?
He's got a tie on.
Yeah,
Did you dress up for our video?
No, well, of course I did. No, actually, I had to do my real job today. So,
He does his real job every day. It's just sometimes he has on sweats while he does it, right?
Right.
So he made breakfast for some of his coworkers. So it was super fun. I made the table all fancy for him and his friends. Were they impressed?
They were very impressed. And they started to clear their places. And I said, no, let me do that. And then like, no, we want to help. And I said, no, you don't understand. If any of these plates break...
If you break it, I may have to kill you.
Yeah.
No.
Because it's Beth's beautiful Christmas china that she accumulated as presents from my family over the years.
Yeah.
And I said, I just don't want you to have this liability.
But you know something? I love it. But you know what I've decided? Life is short. I'm almost 60 years old. You use it. You can't take it with you. If somebody breaks it, but I enjoyed using it, it's okay. Elizabeth and Kathy and Jude and Jean and who else is here? Bev is here. Shirley, Holly, Maria. Hello, everyone. I am so glad you're here. Before we get started, we got lots of Christmas cards, didn't we, Steve?
Yes.
So a lot of you may know my stampers are called Joy Team. And we have a lot of joy together. And isn't this card beautiful? This was perfect for me. And I love it. And this came from Pat Christ. She bought a share from me and she sent this card with a check for the share. It is gorgeous. Thank you, Pat, so much. And we have another darling card. Don't you love that bird? I made a set of these to give out for a hostess gift for Christmas. Not of Christmas, of the bird cards with the glasses, but they weren't Christmas cards, but I love this. And this is from Jean Hoffman, and she's on tonight. Hey, Jean. What a good idea to make this for Christmas. I hadn't even thought of that, but it is gorgeous. Thank you so, so much. I'm going to save that one for last. Look at this. Another joy card. It's like you guys know me. So beautiful. Mary Harris, she is a new Joy Team member. We've been friends for 3 or 4 years. She lives in Colorado, and she just got a new miniature golden doodle named Ruby, and we got to see her.
Cutest dog you'd ever
We meet
want to
with
see.
Joy Team for an hour right before this video, and she is gorgeous, a little 5-month-old. Thank you, Mary. I love this card. Love all the cards. Here's another beautiful card. This is the Winter Meadow DSP. And this is from Deb. And she is another Joy Team member. So pretty. Another Magical Meadow card. This is what my last stamp camp was. This is from Cheryl, another Joy Team member. I am so blessed to have the best people on my team. If you are not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, in January you can get this glass mat and accessories, and you could be a Joy Team member too.
Oh, she likes the glass mat, by the way.
I do. And anybody who lives in the United States, you can either get $30 of additional product or the glass mat that's worth $60. That starts January 4th when celebration starts. Look, here is another bird card. So cute. This is from Carol McCarty. She was also sending me a check for a share. This is so cute. This is from Jude. Jude lives in the Des Moines area. I love her. She is another, she joined, I think, in August, our Joy Team. And she loves your fudge, Steve.
Wow. That's sweet.
She made her own fudge last week. She was channeling her inner Steve.
Anybody that needs fudge advice, I'm available. And I would love to help however I can.
So Linda Lace is a dear friend and Joy Team member. She taught us every Tuesday we meet together and make a fun fold or a box or a technique. And she taught us this a few weeks ago. And then Brooke in Missouri made these beautiful cards, and she has little secret messages. Jesus loves you, and her name and the date, and Psalm 23. It's a beautiful card. Thank you,
That is
Brooke.
beautiful.
Isn't
I
that
like the way
pretty?
that it accordions up.
Yeah,
It's like
it
a box.
sits up like that.
It's like a shadow box.
Yes. And this is Patty Breeze on tonight. This beautiful card is from Patty. Patty does Stamp Camp and gets shares from me. She is a demo down in Texas. I hope I get to meet her when we go down to Houston in March. Another beautiful card. Now, Chris Robinson, I hope you're on tonight.
She just got on.
Chris sent me this. Who doesn't want a paper hug in the mail, right? This lovely wreath with the paper hug. And look what she sent in here. A joy towel. Okay, I got tears in my eyes, you guys. Is that not so sweet? I love it. Thank you, Chris. You guys are so thoughtful. I appreciate it so much. Thank you to all of you. So one thing we did tonight with Joy Team is I sent them all the card pieces, and we all made a joy. Do you see it's embossed in gold embossing? I think I showed how to make this easel card several weeks ago, but we made it in different colors, and I sent them all the pieces, and we put it together tonight, and that was super fun. So, Steve, do you want to tell Anne? Welcome, Anne. I think this is your first time here.
She is on specifically because she wants to see what you do with this stamp and die set. So, no pressure.
No pressure. Oh, no, Anne.
But do a good card.
I was starting out with the easy one tonight.
So, Anne, the reason people are typing hashtag Prize Patrol in the comments is that's how you enter to win one of the cards that she's making. At the end of the broadcast, we do a random drawing for everybody that is input hashtag Prize Patrol in the comments. And so you almost did that when you asked about it, but you need to smash the two words together with no space in between.
Okay. So, several of those cards came from people paying for their shares. I wanted to show you what it looks like. Can you tell how much DSP is in here? It is one sheet. The balloon paper comes in 6x6. The rest is 6x12 of every paper in the spring catalog. Also embellishments. There's embellishments on both sides of this card and the ribbon. Okay. This is $60 delivered to your door. And if you're a demo, I can mail you this one tomorrow. And then I have more supplies coming. I've sold all but two. But I have this one I could mail to a demo tomorrow. If you're a customer, I can mail it in January when the new catalog starts. But I have two left to sell. This one you can have this almost by Christmas. So if you're a demo, $60 is a great deal. And whatever you see on Pinterest or Facebook, you'll be able to make the card because you have a little bit of everything. So let me know if you're interested. I'm not selling anymore after this. So I have this one, and I'll have one more soon.
Get them while they last. Only two left.
Okay. So I wanted to tell you one more thing, and then we really will make a card. The Stamp Camp is the Nature Sweetness Bundle. And sweet. And we're using the Notes of Nature stamp set. Also, the leather trim, the cork rounds, and look at this DSP. It is all, can you see how shiny it is? It's all gold embossed. You guys, it's beautiful. So you get the Notes of Nature bundle, the gold faux leather trim, the cork rounds, and this DSP. It's $78.75 plus tax and shipping. You can buy it from me starting January 4th when the catalog goes live using my host code. And then you get a set of 13 card kits with a written tutorial and a video tutorial. Then on February 10th and 11th, there's 13 demos from all over the world. We do another live video that will show another project. So you get 26 projects. You don't pay anything for it. All you do is buy the suite from me, and all that comes free. The postage for this, the card kits, the tutorials. People buy the tutorials on my blog for $15, okay? Even if you're a demo, I forgot to figure it out, but it's maybe $17 more by buying it from me. So it's a great deal. So I would encourage you to do that. And this stamp set is fun to use. I can't show you the card. My card kit card is already done, and I've already worked on the presentation card that I'll do live. But it's super pretty, lots of fun backgrounds, and the dies are fabulous. So like this die, I did it on this old giraffe paper, and you just run it through, and then I put the leather trim in there. Isn't that fun? You guys, you're gonna love it. Love it, love it. Here's some more dies. I cut this out in both white and gold. And then there's little foliage dies. But it's a great stamp set. So we are gonna start out easy tonight. I'm not used to doing collage things, but here is a note card I made. I know it's hard to see, but I used crumb cake and pecan pie. And all the background is done with crumb cake, and then I did the leaves with pecan pie, and I did the sentiment. Now, I thought it would be really fun to make a set of note cards, and I've done a couple things in the past. With the coordinating paper that I showed you, I will make a little sack, and I'll put all the note cards and envelopes in here, put it in a plastic bag and tie a ribbon around it, and that'll be a host gift or a birthday gift for a friend. If you don't want to do the little sack, another thing I have, and I'll be doing this in the next couple weeks, I have all these directions to make this note card box. This is the bigger one, but I have it in the note card size too. And then you put the note cards and envelopes in here and have this matching little gift box, which is super fun. So, one last card I want to show you. This card is from the Night Angels blog hop. It's going live on YouTube on Stamping Mom tomorrow morning. And I used this new set, Hot Air Balloon. It was super fun. I used the DSP that goes with it. Made this fun fold birthday card. And even the clouds. I put the clouds on there. I stamped this up on a deckled circle. But super fun. This video is on Stamping Mom on YouTube tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Okay, so let's do this again with complementary colors. Another thing you can do is you can make it just by stamping off some of the images, okay? I'm going to bring a stamping mat in. So on the original card I used crumb cake, and I know you can't see it very good on the video, can you? Okay, so I am going to use Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock because these two are complementary colors. And, okay, let's look at these background stamps. Sometimes I'll even stamp off on these. Don't you love, can you see that? This grid is super fun. You know, Steve, I wonder if you need to go one closer. I don't think they can see what I'm doing. Please.
Okay, we may need to adjust things.
Okay, hang on, everybody.
You don't have as big of a space, so keep everything in camera.
And I'm glad you liked the birthday card. Okay, I have a smaller space now. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm stamping near the top, I'm going to go like this. And I'm just going to put it, and I like it going different directions. So these two are going to be beside each other. I just stuck my thumb in the Lost Lagoon. That's a new one.
You're doing fingerprints?
Yeah, fingerprints. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, this one says field notes. And I am going to stamp off of this one. So you can do this different ways. You can do it full strength, you can stamp off, and you don't have to be doing the whole thing. Like, do you like it better when there's white space? Another thing I'd like to do, I'm going to do this similar to the first one, and then I'll show you another idea. There's some stamped off and some together. So on this one, what I did is then for the more distinct images, I did those with the darker color.
You're tapping.
I am tapping. Elizabeth, do you have any collage tips for us? Elizabeth says collage is fun.
So apparently all your veteran stampers at one time or another have accidentally done finger printing or finger painting.
So I shouldn't feel bad about that?
Right. But if it were me, I would have like the perfect card and I'd be so proud of it, and then I'd get ink on it from my fingers.
Yeah.
Or glue. I've done that, both of those. I guess it's a matter of actually being careful with what you're doing and detail oriented.
Okay, so this time I covered the whole image again. And then this cute little label. This is another new bundle, you guys. The Delicate Forest. You know why I bought this one? I bought this one for this die right here. See this arched? Isn't that cool, you guys? Does anyone have this yet? I bought it for that, and then the first thing I used was the die cut because it goes perfect with this. Just a little note to say hello. So I'm going to stamp that on here. And then we're going to use some sponging. And we're going to sponge the edge of this. What is going on in your world? Is everyone ready for Christmas?
I think that's a relative question.
Is it? Hello, Janice Driver.
Actually,
How are
that was
you?
supposed to be a pun because everybody sees all their relatives over Christmas. So, are you?
I missed the pun.
Yeah, well, it was subtle. My puns are not usually subtle.
Okay, then I'm gonna triple off or double off, and I'm putting real pale dots over the top. And then I'm also, let's see how much blue is left. There's a lot left. When I did the crumb cake, I didn't have to do this as much. Maria, thank you. She is still making a few last minute Christmas cards. Me too, Maria. I just keep wanting to send to more people. Okay.
It's kind of like giving away fudge. We keep finding more people to give fudge to as well.
Well, everybody who comes to our door, tell them what came to the door a half hour ago.
So our wonderful neighbors, Carmen and Chad, brought over their gift bag, and it had blueberry scones in it. And I love these neighbors. I mean, I love them anyway.
Did you love them before they brought you food?
Even more now. That's my point. And they also had like Kringula cookies in them, the Swedish Kringula. And then Carmen makes her very own salsa.
Yeah.
With all of her garden tomatoes and vegetables, and it's amazing. Our in-laws from Texas were here, and people in Texas know their salsa. Okay, it is not. It's a major deal down there, and they tried hers and loved it to the point where we ran over and got them an extra one just so they could take it home.
Yes. So Amy and Sean are on their way from Texas here. I can't wait for them to get here.
Yep.
Okay, so this time with the Lost Lagoon and the Pretty Peacock, I'm not doing the cork rounds. This is more embellishments from the new catalog, and it's Pretty Peacock with gold specks in it. Super pretty. Okay. Here's card number 1. This has the cork rounds. This is crumb cake and pecan pie. And then this one is Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Now I have one more idea. Do you have time for one more? What is, Bev, tell me what people are saying.
So, Bev says all of her cards are done. She has to start stamping her 2024 calendars now that her cards are done.
We have one of Bev's 2022 and 23 calendars over there. I love it. Am I on the list, Bev?
She says that yours is going to be coming. It just hasn't been mailed yet.
Okay, so this time I'm going to try something new. I am going to put some things over here and kind of layer it. And not fill the whole card. What do you think of that?
I think that will be different, and that'll be good for the third round. So
Yeah.
Anne is actually going to use this to make a whole set of thank you cards, and she's going to give them to her pastor's wife as a gift.
You know, that is so sweet, Anne. And I do the same thing. I just think, why would you not make a set of note cards and give that as a gift? It is a lovely gift. And I used to try to find the right gift for someone. What they really want is handmade cards. And you guys, you own the inventory. It's a sunk, I'm an accountant, used to be. It's a sunk cost. You already own it. So get out your paper and your ink and your stamps and make something beautiful and give it as a gift. And people will absolutely love it. Okay, so we're going to jazz this one up. I'm just putting stuff in the corner. And we're going to sponge this again. Do you always sponge and do all the things? Like, I should be using my Wink Stella, and sometimes I forget to use all the great extra things.
So Kathy Walton's grandson is playing in the Division II National Championship football game in Frisco,
goodness.
Texas on January 7th.
That is amazing.
That's going to be amazing.
Congratulations, Kathy.
It's exciting.
Okay, so this time I did the field notes and I did one of the grid and the spots. Can you see that at all? In the corner. And then I'm going to pop this up in the corner. So Angie, it's Angie, right? I would go ahead and, figure out what your note card is. And
Are you talking to Anne?
Anne, sorry. I renamed you Angie, sorry. Figure out what you want, and you can either make them, 4, 6, 5 different ones, or you can...
Well, it seems like there's so much stamping, so they're all going to be somewhat unique because you can't
Right.
stamp exactly the same way even if you wanted to.
Right. Now I'm going to get out some mini glue dots. And this is foliage that's from this set. And I'm going to put it here where the leaves are a little wider. And it would be good if I also had some foliage that was like Pretty Peacock. So I would mess around with this some more. I was busy doing all the things today, but I just thought it would be fun to get this set out and just start playing with it. What do you guys think? So all this is white space over here, and we have just a little note to say hello with some gold. And you know what would top it off is some more of these. This will give it some sparkle. That's why I like getting these shares, because I get to have everything without buying it all. Does anyone let me know they want that demo share that I can mail tomorrow?
I haven't gotten any orders yet.
Okay. There's some embellishments on it. Do you guys like that? I'm going to shut the ink so I don't get in it. Steve bought new track lights for this, And the only problem is I'm going to be sweating in the videos because it's really hot under the lights.
Okay, but what started the whole thing was the new glass mat that she loves so much and cannot live without anymore. Well, then the lights that came straight down would shine in the glass mat and put glare on our broadcast. So that, okay, I'm going to put up some indirect lighting. So now she has spotlights, not on the glass mat, but kind of off to the side of it.
Yes.
And 3 of them, and it's supposed to make everything go so much better. But it also makes her warm.
It does make me warm. Kimberly, you always do the stamp camp. Are you convinced? Can I put your name on the list that you're going to buy this? So on the envelope, I did just the grid and the spots for this one. So tell me what you like, and we're almost ready for Prize Patrol. Here's card number 1. Card number 2 is similar to that, but it's in the Pretty Peacock and the Lost Lagoon. I'll put them like this. And then card number 3 is also the blues, but I did it over in the corner. This is number 3, so I'm very curious which way you like it. But you could, Anne, whip out any of these for a set of note cards. And I will be making either the sack or the box to put these in.
So, I have questions for you about Stamp Camp.
Okay.
Janice asked if this is the set you're going to use for Stamp Camp, and I know that it's not.
It is.
It is.
Yes. So for the Stamp Camp, the Nature's Sweetness Suite has 2 bundles. You don't have to buy both bundles. You have to buy the Notes of Nature bundle and the embellishments and the ribbon and the DSP. So it's $78.75. It's the cheapest Stamp Camp we've had in a long time. So, but only this bundle. You don't have to buy the other one to do the Stamp Camp. And you get the card kits, 13 of them with envelopes and the postage. You get written tutorial, video tutorial. And then on February 10th and 11th, we do 13 more live videos. And if you're not there for those, we record those. They're in a Facebook group. There's card challenges. You'll meet people from all over the world. It's a super fun weekend. And even if you can't do it that weekend, people come back. Cheryl, who's a Joy Team member, I showed you one of her cards earlier. She did the last 2 stamp camps, made all 26 cards from 2 different stamp camps over a long weekend a couple weeks ago and sent me all the pictures, and she was thrilled. So even if you don't do them right away, you have everything you need to make all the things. So it's a great deal. Most people will charge $50 or $75 for a stamp camp, and ours is free. You just buy the product from me. So
Okay, so we're ready.
any other questions?
That's what we had.
Okay, so I will be showing this set more in January. We're going on a trip in January. Steve will be scuba diving, and I'll take this set with me so I can show you what else. But this is just the beginning, Kimberly. There's a lot more we can do with this set.
Okay, here we go.
Good luck with Prize Patrol.
Drawing for one of these cards to be sent to you.
Jean Hoffman. Yay. So let me know, Jean. Do you want card number 1, the crumb cake? Card number 2, the blue one made just like that? Or number 3, the blue in the corner with the golds? Let me know 1, 2, or 3, Jean. And email me at beth@stampingmom.com and resend me. You know, I have your address, so don't worry about that.
So Anne would like to know when Stamp Camp is happening.
Okay, it's online in a Facebook group, and it's February 10th and 11th. So it starts Friday night about 5 o'clock Central Time. All the demonstrators get on and say hi, and then we're actually the first demo. Did you know that, Steve?
Really?
Steve and I are up first, and then there's a demonstration every 2 hours round the clock for like 24 hours. So obviously I don't stay up for those during the night. Some people do. They have so much fun. They have a party and they stay up all night, but we sleep and rewatch those later. But Australia, UK, New Zealand, US, and Canada, super fun. That goes on for 24 hours. There's a crafternoon tea which will have tea and scones, right, Steve?
Absolutely.
That's Saturday morning at 10 Central, 9 or 10, maybe 9 o'clock Central. And then there's card challenges. So it's very interactive, it's fun, but you go at your own pace. You do what you want to do and don't do what you don't want to do. But I think you'll enjoy it. Almost everyone who does Stamp Camp with me does it every single time. We do 3 a year. And we pick a suite and bundle, and it's just a great deal. Any other questions?
That's it for tonight.
Did Jean tell us which
Number
one?
one.
Number one? Oh, that's interesting. I thought number one wouldn't show up well enough to see it on here. Good job, Jean. Congratulations. You know, I want to let you know next week is December 26th, and we have all our family here, so we will not be here next week, but we will be back January 2nd. Steve and I almost never miss one. Are we recording a video?
You know, we could.
Let us know. Should we record a video for next week, or should we just skip it? What do you think we should do? But for sure, we'll be back live January 2nd. That's the plan. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And just so happy that you join us on Tuesdays. I hope you have as much fun as we do. Have a great week, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye-bye.